let's talk about something we haven't talked about in a while. Star Trek.
What?
Yeah, Star Trek.
We talk about this every day.
Picard season 2 trailer just dropped, and there's some interesting tidbits in here that we really need to discuss.
Got to talk about Picard.
Gotta talk about Picard, man. Okay.
Oh, this is interesting. That they dropped it. They dropped the trailer on Jean-Luc Picard Day. Who would have guessed? So that's June 16th. Who would have guessed, Brian?
Yeah.
That episode of Picard Day on the Enterprise, where the kids all make the sign, and Jean-Luc doesn't want to, he's like this gruff, I don't want to deal with kids kind of thing.
Right.
It would end up being like an actual day of honor in real life now.
It seems like that's what's happening with it, right?
It is. Oh no, it's been happening now for several years. It's recognized.
Captain Picard Day.
It's Captain Picard Day.
That's so funny to me.
Big deal. But I just think it's funny it came out of an episode.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. There's still some pretty awesome things to like about Star Trek, and Picard gives you a lot of memorabilia. So
yeah, I know there's people kind of down on Picard because it was, you probably could have told the entire story of Picard season 1 in like 2 episodes.
100%.
But guys, we're getting Jean-Luc Picard, so it's some form of entertainment. May not be the best thing. We're getting Q back. 7 of 9's involved. The new characters are somewhat interesting. I think people need to, feel how you want to feel, but kind of chillax on the whole,
Well, maybe give it more than a season.
Yeah. If season 2 is like really super disappointing, then it'll be like, oh, well, okay.
Now, to be fair, we did say this about Discovery too. We know there's some problems, but we got to give it more than a season.
No, Discovery season 1 was a train wreck.
It was.
It was a freaking train wreck. Picard season 1 was just, it could have been better. Discovery season 1 was a train wreck. So yeah, when we did give them, hey, well, let's see what happens season 2. But Picard, there's no reason not to watch season 2 unless you just don't want to pay for the service.
I agree. Well, let's chat about this real quick. First off, excuse me. I'm coughing a lot lately. What is up with this poster? I do not understand. Here's the deal, guys. I do graphics for a living. This shot here, I have this stock shot. This is a very famous stock cityscape up bracket here. They just shrunk it, added a bunch of houses, and then these freeways. I don't understand what's going on here.
It's Los Angeles, bro.
Yeah, it's Los Angeles.
Which doesn't, maybe make it like a futuristic San Francisco.
Right?
And I get that because that's where Starfleet Command is. But yeah, this doesn't make any sense. The only thing I can think of is that it's a really cool shot. It's a really cool piece of artwork. And so maybe they're like, this is a really cool piece of artwork. Let's just use it. Look at the leading lines going to the city.
Yeah, but I get it. It's the emblem or whatever. But then you also look underneath here, and there's like houses and some factories, and it just doesn't scream Picard to me. Like, first off,
no, not at all.
This is clearly not like whatever future year that Picard is set in, right? This looks like yesterday. Okay.
But the cool clouds that you don't get over LA.
No, you get those sometimes.
Not with that. I don't know. I guess is that an actual image?
There's an image back here. There's a stock image of this where it has these clouds. They added these clouds up here.
Okay.
But that's the basin, right? That's the Los Angeles River or whatever.
But it's been edited up pretty hardcore.
Right. It's crazy edited. But this is various parts of Los Angeles, and it's been composited into this image. But there's a shot of Los Angeles with the mountain range and some skitties. I have a bunch of shots. I used to make these for a while there. For a couple years ago, I was making a bunch of panoramic shots of LA for a company that used it in their marketing. And I remember this shot particularly. And I actually remember myself adding clouds and stars to give it more depth. They're doing exactly what I was doing 2 years ago. It doesn't make any sense, though.
Well, okay, so let's see what could it be. So we know that that Paramount, that's where Paramount Studios is, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
So that could be one thing. The fact that you know, well, it's Los Angeles and not Orange, so it couldn't be like where all the convention stuff is. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's not San Diego. Yeah, it's not Anaheim.
Anaheim, that's where Picard Day and Star Trek Day. You know, that's always.
They had Star Trek conventions in Anaheim. They had stuff at Comic-Con. This is LA. I think I worked in that factory back in 2005, the clothing factory right there.
I think I've picked up things down there.
Yeah, I think you picked up products and stuff down there.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I've been to this exact part of LA down here. I think that's the fashion district. Right here's the diamond district. I don't know.
I've been on that freeway for hours and hours and hours. That is not. I will say this. That is not what those freeways typically look like.
No,
that's what threw me off. They are much busier than that.
Yeah, usually there's a lot more cars.
It literally looks like, an 85-year-old, 700-pound man arteries. That's what it typically looks like. Yeah.
This is exactly how. This is how you know this shot was edited. There's not enough cars.
They're like, look, go to get rid of some of the cars.
Shane was actually on the freeway coming down here like last Friday.
I think I was in that picture because I was on the freeway for like 4 months.
Oh man. But the trailer wasn't bad at all. And we can't show the trailer, obviously, but we can show you some images.
It's terrible. Can't even show clips or nothing. Yeah, images, I guess.
Yeah, images. Okay, so this image is fascinating.
Yeah.
This is him. It looks like he's like the head of Starfleet or something.
Well, okay, so that flag right behind him is the Starfleet command flag, I believe.
Right, this one?
To the right, yeah.
Right.
And then you have the Starfleet. Yeah, the Starfleet.
This is like the engineer's flag, right?
I don't know any of the other flags. You said the Klingon flag was all the way.
That's the Klingon flag right there.
But I don't know what any of the other flags are. I thought it would be interesting is if that green one over there, you said it, if that was the Romulan flag.
Yeah, and I looked it up. The Romulan flags, there's a lot of Romulan flags. I don't know what people made versus what's in the show or what. Maybe there's nothing in the show, and that's why there's so many fan-made ones. But their logo colors are green and yellow with some orange.
Yeah, so what would be interesting about this image then, if that's the case, is, well, they're not part of, the Federation.
Right, and this is the Vulcan symbol. So this is the Vulcan flag. Yeah.
Okay, so there's the Vulcan flag. I would love to know what all those flags are.
That's the IDIC symbol right there.
Okay, so we know the Vulcans. We got the Klingons, but the fact that the Romulans there would indicate that. Okay, we've already known that Picard is going to be some sort of a time traveling thing. It's already been when the first trailer dropped, the first clip. Yeah, we saw a couple months ago.
Yeah, road's not taken.
We figured out that the Stargazer was in there, Q's coming, there was going to be some shenanigans, and there's going to be probably some time shenanigans.
Right.
So what this looks like, if that is the Romulan flag, then that would mean that something has happened in time that would bring the Romulans basically into the Federation, which is weird. So
right. So this is what I think. I think this is the Vulcan, and and you guys tell me, okay? Let us know what these flags are, left to right. Okay. This is what I think they are. I think this is the Klingon flag. I think that's the Tellarite flag. I think. I don't know. I have to look it up. And it's a lot of research right now. That's the UFP flag for sure. United Federation Planets. Stargate, Star Trek Command, Starfleet Command, and that is I think that's the Starfleet Engineers flag. I think that's the Vulcan flag. Maybe Andorian, maybe, or Romulan, or this is Romulan, and I don't know. Or Bajoran, maybe Bajoran? I don't know.
Well, yeah. Do you see the people on stage? So if you zoom in close enough, you know that at least two of them have pointy ears.
Well, this guy's pointy ears too over here.
That's what I'm saying. So at least two of them. So the one over here on the left, in the middle, or on the other, it's not the left, the other side. I'm seeing everything backwards.
This is pointy ears. This is a
pointy ears,
Romulan or
pointy
Vulcan.
Ears. So right, Romulan or Vulcan, or two Vulcans, which to me doesn't make a lot of sense that there would be two Vulcans up there, right?
This is definitely the Vulcan symbol. Like,
I mean there's going to be one, but why would there be two? So it leads me to believe maybe it is Romulan. So are we in a different time? Are we going to a different, completely time frame, like an alternate reality? kind of situation? Because is Jean-Luc Picard in charge of the Federation? Is that what we're seeing?
That would be nuts.
Right? Like, okay, didn't see that coming.
Right? Yeah, here, look at this. That's the Vulcan symbol.
Okay.
Look at that. It's white.
Yeah.
That's what
I
that
think
is.
you got it. Yep, I think you got that.
You know? There it is. See that? Pretty
I
sure
love the
that's what that
attention
is.
to detail.
Huh?
I love the attention to detail, you know, with the flags and doing that. You know, they could have done something different.
Yeah, I mean, they want fans to freak out about this and try to figure it out.
There's a reason they're there, 100%.
Right. So I think that this is a Romulan flag, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's the Orion flag or whatever. You know, it's green. I don't know. If you know, let us know, please. If you do know, let us know left to right, starting with Klingon to whatever that is, because that's definitely 1,000% a Klingon flag.
Yeah, mention it in the comments below and just kind of let us know what you think.
Because we're gonna. And so here's the next part of the weirdness. Okay, this black jacket.
That is weird.
I took this shot in particular because the ridges are so like. It looks like the Nemesis thing. And Shane, you said there was a Reddit post about this. The ridges here are like exact, and with the high collar are exactly the thing with the Nemesis. And let me show you that.
Do you have a picture of Shinzon?
Yeah, I do.
From the Shinzo from the Nemesis?
Yeah, I do. Shinzo.
Shinzo.
Shinzo. Shinzon.
I think it's Shinzo, right? Or is it Shinzon? Shin.
Shinzon.
Was played by the
Hardy, right? Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy, yep.
What an incredible like random role that was, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, you could tell he was going to be a good actor when that happened.
Yeah, that movie was not very good.
Shinzon, Star Trek. There it is, and it is very. Whoa, look at that image.
Yeah, I got one of him and Picard here.
Yeah, pull it together. Now the back doesn't look the same.
Man, there is so many toys of this. It's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, so you know what? It's not the same, but it is. It does give you that. Yeah, we show everybody so we can.
Yeah. Here we go.
It has that feel, and you're right about the arm. I see why people are saying that this is something that's similar.
Now here's a shot of both of them together.
Well, yeah. No, we got to show the other. So flip back and forth to the. Yeah, I wish you could see this one that I have here.
Oh. Give me a.
There's another. If you search up Shinzon Star Trek and look at images, the very first one that pops up actually shows the left sleeve of Shinzon's jacket.
We're getting. Oh, here. You
see it?
I think I know what you're talking about. Is it this one?
No, but
When you see the left sleeve.
but basically you can kind of see it there. You see it really good. I wish I could show you mine, but you can't. But it's basically you see it. There's those ridges.
Yeah, it's obviously not exactly the same, but like I feel like that's some kind of Romulan influence in fashion.
Well, it could be right. So it could be that then of course it's not going to be precisely the same. They're making the series all these years later. But it could be that it's just another symbol that somehow the Romulan and Picard is a Romulan story, heavily steeped in it, and so it would not surprise me if somehow, Q stuck Picard in some sort of weird Romulan situation where he was, I don't know, people perceived him as a Romulan or he was in charge of the Romulans or something weird.
Here's current Romulan fashion, right, versus the old style.
Oh, there's the jacket. Yeah,
that's the guy on the right.
Nice black jacket.
So I mean, maybe it's a stretch with the jacket.
Maybe it's just his fashion. Maybe it's the jacket he wears when he goes out of the house for 100-something-year-old man. So,
right. Yeah, it makes sense.
Wait, clone, robot. What is he now?
Oh, here's a better shot of this guy. Okay, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it has those lines. I don't know, but
it looks like a model shot. It looks like a model shot.
It does. I'm gonna save this picture. That's a good picture. That is the whole point of the jacket, though. Is like it has. I feel like it has Romulan influences, or some kind of influence that was not there prior. We don't see this influence in fashion in the last Picard or in other series aside from Romulan.
So this trailer was really good at not really giving us a whole lot of information. Although we did get, I think the new emblem, that weird emblem.
Yes, I got that right here.
Okay.
And I hyperscaled it. I took that image and I literally made it a gigantic, bro.
Do you know what's the first thing that popped out on me on this one? You see those little dots?
Yeah,
they kind of look like maybe stars in a star system.
Right.
And I started to think of the eight star system from the first season of Picard.
Right.
And that's the first thing that popped up. I looked into it a little bit, and it's not shaped the same way, but that makes me think that is some sort of a system, right?
Okay. And with the star in the middle, sort of.
So you got the moon and a star, right?
Yeah, you have a crescent shape and you have a star shape.
And we see it when 7 of 9 is either in some sort of a dream sequence or maybe in some sort of Q alternate reality.
Something, yeah.
So it's important. They wouldn't have showed it to us.
Right. So on that note, I did do some due diligence. And listen, I could be totally wrong here. Okay? I'm looking at the camera. I could be wrong here. But I have scanned through hundreds of Star Trek symbols, planets, outer planets, Federation, races, different factions, and I really could not find a single symbol that even really resembled this in any way, other than there was a maybe, if you really stretched it, sort of looked a little bit like the emblem from the whole Terran terrorist Colonel Green thing.
Oh,
in Enterprise, sort of, maybe. But it wasn't even close enough for me to really bring that comparison up. Again, I looked at every one.
Right.
Could not find a single symbol that looked like this. And I could be wrong. I put my camera here because I could be wrong. I could have looked through all those and still missed it because there are thousands, okay? So if
there
you
was
know,
a lot of quick clips.
Yeah. If you know, let us know below.
Yeah, let's hear your theories about what you think, is coming in season 2 of Picard.
Yeah. Because we're curious. We're legitimately curious, and we're gonna keep doing research. We're gonna keep frame by frame going through this thing and trying to get as much as we can. But that's for another time.
Thanks for watching. To see the full conversation, become a member of the Popcast family. Use the link in the description below, or go to our channel and click the join button. Select your tier, and we'll see you at the next show.